Greetings, lovers of mythical creatures. How are we all? My name is Ken Boyter, but you probably already knew that because you are watching this in the Mythical Tales from Edra Facebook group. Yes, we are here talking about the Mythical Creatures deck, the Story Spark cards. I have a sample copy here. Look at the lovely pictures. Look at them, look at them. Now, myself and the very talented Rich Nairn, we have come up with these decks. On one side are fantastic illustrations by Rich, and on the other side is a, well, hopefully fantastic description of said mythical creature by myself. And we are kickstarting these. They are now live on Kickstarter, and we are raising funds for those. There's two ways that we have done this so far. One is by Kickstarter. You can pledge for your very own deck if you go into the Inkpot Monkey pledge. Where is he? We haven't got time to look for him. He's hiding. If you go into the Inkpot Monkey reward, you can pledge for your very own copy of the cards. That is £20 will get you one copy. And that is the basic copy, which is the black and white deck. Stunning illustrations, very bold in black and white. Or if we get enough backers, then we can then afford to get the full colour deck as well. So very excited about that. But at the moment we are just under, I think it's 42% funded, which is fantastic news. Absolutely over the moon with that. So thank you so much to everyone that has backed the project so far. But we do need more. We're, if we're just under halfway through funding, obviously we would like 100%. We'd like 110%. We'd like 200%, obviously. Now there's another way that we have raised some money. Hurrah! We have decided that we were going to auction off the original illustrations. Yes, I know, exciting. We auctioned the original illustrations by Rich Nairn, and here they are. These are the original illustrations. They are A4 size. They are A4 size. Look at them, they're gorgeous. What's that one? That's the Behemoth. Full of detail. And we had 45 of the illustrations to auction off. Unfortunately, Rich lost 5 of them. He doesn't know where they are. So they're out there somewhere. They might be in the bin, but anyway, I like to think they sort of made their way out of his studio, out of his office, and into somebody's happy hands. But there are winners. We did the auction a couple of days ago, and yes, we had bids, we had people bidding, we had people like overbidding, or not overbidding, underbidding, overbidding, wombling free. They rebid. No, what's outbid? That's the word I'm looking for. They outbid each other. And it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. Obviously, if you are bidding for something, it can be a bit nerve-wracking as well. Look at the dragon. Look at the dragon. Look at the detail on that. It's gorgeous. So we do have some winners that will be receiving their fantastic original illustration. I've contacted everyone that won which illustration that they bid on, so they already know. So that's fantastic news. And some of them already paid, which is brilliant. All the money that we raised, and I'll tell you what that is now, it is a grand total of, just double check, £235. Hurrah! Yeah, very happy with that. So thank you so much for everybody that took part and placed bids, even if you didn't win. Sorry to hear that, but if you did win an illustration, fantastic. And that is £235. Now what we did say was we would take out from the bids the postage and packaging. So obviously we raised £235. I haven't worked out the postage yet because I haven't got all the addresses, so it might be worldwide. This is open to everybody in the world. If it's mainly in the UK, then obviously the postage will be smaller than if we have to send something to the USA or further afield. But that's fine. That's just the way. We didn't want to exclude anybody. We didn't want to just say, oh, it's UK only. So we're not sure totally yet of how much money will actually be going into the Kickstarter campaign, but I'm going to guess it's going to be at least £200. That's just a guess. I can't see that the postage and packaging is going to cost £35, but I'm being over cautious with that. So let's say at the moment we've raised £200, so that money will go, I will pledge that money straight into the Kickstarter campaign, and that should see a huge jump. That would be fantastic. So it should, I think I worked it out, that it will then be from 42% funded to about 48-49% funded as well. So that's brilliant, and what we wanted to do was to get, you know, obviously we would have loved to have funded in the first 24 hours, but that didn't happen. So if we can reach over halfway, and we're coming into the, you know, halfway mark of the month, because the Kickstarter finishes at the end of the month, that maybe if we get over halfway, psychologically that can encourage people that are following the project, because on Kickstarter you can click the sort of following button, and that means that you'll get reminders of when someone pledges. You get little notifications. If there's an update from us, you'll get that. And we've got like 100 people following that. So you know, that's the ironic thing about it. If they all just pledged, you know, 80 people pledged, then we would fund. But I think there's a bit of psychological trickery or games going on, because it's almost like, well, if it's coming towards the end of the campaign and they're only 50% funded, oh, it's not going to fund, so we won't bother pledging. But that's the reverse. Whereas if you all just, if you are going to pledge now, because then that puts the numbers up, and that will encourage other people to pledge as well. Another way that we can raise funds, obviously, if you share and like and pass on, tell your friends and family or anybody that you know would like this deck, tell them about it, ask them if they would consider pledging, and then again, the more people that we can get pledging, the better. So at the moment I think we've got 67 backers, which is fantastic, so thank you very much. We do need, I think at the beginning of the campaign I sort of roughly worked out, we need about 150 people to pledge in order to reach the target of £3,000. Now, because we've done a little auction, obviously that's £200 that we'll be putting towards that. That means that, you know, we can get fewer backers. We don't need, say, 150 backers. We might need like 120, which is even more doable. Now, what we're going to be doing is, yes, as I say, I'll be sending out the illustrations. Now, these need to be signed. I did promise they would be signed. Some are signed, some aren't signed. So Rich and I are going to meet up. Rich is going to come over here, and he's going to be doing that on Monday the 23rd of August. That was when he was available. So we're going to be doing a live stream. So that's fantastic news. We're going to be doing a live stream, and to just sort of, you know, to generate a bit more interest, just to do more updates. And he will be signing, probably, you know, I thought maybe signing live on the live stream. That'll give him something to do while I witter on. And then once he's signed them, obviously we will then be putting them in envelopes and sending them off. So sorry for the slight delay. I didn't realise Rich, you know, couldn't sign these quicker. I do apologise. That's my fault. I didn't ask him when he was available, and now I know. So yeah, so you should be getting your fantastic illustrations the week of the 23rd, so from, you know, the 24th onwards basically, and you can have them. That's brilliant, and that is regardless of whether we actually raise enough money for the Kickstarter, because for everybody that bid and has won, it is separate in terms of your reward for that. You are actually buying the illustration. That's nothing to do with the actual Kickstarter. But Rich and I decided, yes, you know, Rich very kindly agreed that he would put the proceeds, you know, because these are still his illustrations, but not all of them, because some of them are now being bought. But he did agree he'd put the money, you know, put the money into the Kickstarter campaign. So that's fantastic. We also discussed the other night that we would be having. We have 25 of these illustrations left. So we basically sold 20 of them, I think. I think we had 25 left, so we sold 20 of them, which is fantastic. That's nearly half of them. So there are still some left. Let me have a look. Which ones are left? I'm not going to go through all of them. I've got my little notes here, because that's how I can keep on top of everything. Yeah, I was going to say, I thought the Banshee, so the Banshee is one of my favourites. That's still available. I mean, look at the detail on that. Absolutely fantastic. The Basiliska's gone, unfortunately, if you were interested in that one. But we've got some other ones. What else have we got? Let's have a look. No, the Chenou's gone. I believe the Kelpie is still available. The Doppelganger, is that still available? Yeah, the Doppelganger is still available. So, I mean, if you've got a brother, If you got a twin brother, that'd be a perfect present, wouldn't it? What else? The cockatrice. Is that gone, or is that? Let's have a look. Yeah, no, the cockatrice is still available. Look at the detail, beautiful. So we have 25 left. Now I did speak to Rich and said, well, how do we want to do it? Do we do another auction, or do we just sell them directly? Now he said, well, why don't we put a poll up into Mythical Tales from Edric group, Facebook group, and then let people decide. Would they want an auction, or do they just want to buy them directly and it's first come, first serve? There's pluses and minuses for both. If we do an auction, then it does mean that you could be outbid. So the minimum reserve we put on them was £10. Now you might get it for £10, and in fact quite a few people did get theirs for £10. Nobody made another bid, a counter bid. So they got a fantastic original ink drawing, A4 size, for £10. I mean, that's an incredible bargain. So there's the potential there that you could get something for £10, but if someone else bid, and we did have, you know, a few bidding wars, if you like, going on, where obviously then it costs a bit more and the price that you pay goes up a bit more. But obviously you're in control of that, because if it's out of your price range, then you just stop bidding. But, you know, you could pay more than £10. If we sell them directly, it would be, well, do we sell them for £15? Do we sell them for £20? And it's also first come, first serve. So I'm thinking we're probably going to sell them for £15 each. And then that's sort of the plus point of that, is you know how much you're going to pay. So you know it's not going to be more than £15. But you have to be the first to comment, because that's how we will do it. We will stage it where we put them up into the Facebook group and say, first person to comment, you know, gets it for £15. Now, we're going to see what people say. That's just a little update. So hopefully, if you are, you know, if you do see the poll in the Facebook group, Mythical Tales from Edric Facebook group, then please vote. Let us know if you'd like an auction, or if you would like to buy them directly. There you go, that is all the updates that I have for you at the moment. So once again, thank you so much. We're very, very grateful for everybody that bid and took part in the auction. It was a lot of fun actually watching it online unfold. And thank you so much for the winning bids as well, because you obviously kept going and you really, really wanted those illustrations. So thank you so much. And as I say, I'll be sending them out from the 24th of August onwards. So you should get them, obviously, hopefully, fingers crossed, but depending on where you live, in, you know, a couple of days within that week. Thank you so much, and we'll keep you updated with other things, other exciting news that's happening with the Story Spark Mythical Creatures deck. May the magic of stories flow through you.